What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again, and this is episode 3 of the knife upgrade series. This time it's a CPM Rex 45 Manix 2 lightweight. This is an exclusive from GP Knives. We're going to change just about everything on it and make it awesome, so let's get into it. All right, just like the other episodes within this series, I got a lot of cool aftermarket stuff to make this knife even better. We'll go over those, why I chose each individual one, the price of each if you want to build something similar, and then, as always, I have a theme. This was actually pretty cool, so we'll go over that in just a second. So first thing here, we're replacing the wire clip from Spyderco. This is the standard replacement wire clip, but it's in the industrial heat finish, which I think looks pretty awesome. So we'll replace that wire clip. For the ball cage, going from black plastic OEM standard to a orange one from Flytanium. This is the slotted aluminum, so I think that should look pretty good. And then lastly, we have the AWT Applied Weapons Technology scales. These are aluminum, and this colorway, what is this called? Tequila Sunrise. Our last episode, the Green Goblin turned out awesome, so we got a very similar build here. But these scales are called the Agent series. They're linerless. Obviously, the Manix 2 lightweight is linerless, but with all of this, we're going to call this the Agent Orange. So far, episode 1 was the Zekelcon Native 5 lightweight. Episode 2 was the Green Goblin Manix 2 lightweight. Now we got the Agent Orange Manix 2 lightweight. So let's disassemble this thing and replace the parts. All right, we ran into a snag here that did not happen on the previous build. This one locks up great. Action's fantastic. I even made sure this time to face the ball bearing in the correct direction from the uninstall, but it's almost as though there's some friction in here. See how that lock's not going forward, and I can push it forward. The lockup's good, but it's like spring tension's either weak or, oh, that's what it is. That ball cage just might not be compatible with these scales. Like there's a slight variance there between that one and this one, potentially. So I'll keep fidgeting with this. I won't bore you with more time lapses, and then hopefully we'll have a completed Manix 2 when I'm done. Okay, another quick update. It's weird. This scale is functioning perfectly. It's a little dry right now. I'll add some more oil, but locking gauges, I mean, there's no up and down. There's obviously side to side. There's not another scale here, but functions perfectly. But there's some slight orange anodization or Cerakote coming off of this. Make sure this is all tight and lined up. I think there's some sort of, slight fit and finish issue between these three makers of parts, because everything snaps together great. From this point, I should just be able to screw everything together, and it works. But you can see it does not go forward. I can force it to go forward. So maybe this is just one of those things I need to take some sandpaper to and work in to really get that lock to engage. I don't know, we might have to restart here and see what happens. Yeah, let's at least restart and go from there. Okay, slight improvement. Had to do some troubleshooting there, so hard to show it now, but I wasn't aware that the Flytanium ball cages, this stem, well, that looks like it was broken off from the factory. Oh, sorry, I was off camera there. That's a little odd. Anyway, the stems on these replacement ones from Titanium screw into the cage itself, and that was a little loose. So now the lock is engaging and there's much less friction. That spring's allowed to actuate. So we'll get it screwed together real fast and see how she performs. Okay. We are at a good point here. You notice this screw is gone on both sides, but the lock is functioning fantastic. I think I found out where our problem lies. This scale is not matching up within that hole on one side. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. You can see I'm already scraping off some paint here. But the lock the lock action now is fantastic. So I got to figure out a way to get these two screws in there and seated, holding the lock bar. But assuming I do that off camera, this is what she turned out to look like. And I think it is awesome. That's Agent Orange. And I think along with that name too, it should be cool. This Rex 45 should patina very well. So I'm expecting some crazy colors. That's kind of why I went with, make sure I'm not slapping the blade inside the handle there. I don't know if that detent's functioning right just yet, but that's why I went with this flamed kind of clip. I'm hoping there's some yellows and blues from that patina and that steel. And of course, all of this aluminum stuff, the ball cage and the handles is going to wear awesome with that Cerakote. You're going to have those worn edges and things. So that's the Agent Orange. Not an insanely successful build for episode 3, but I think between these two, those are two pretty cool Manix 2 lightweights. So I'm going to mess around with this for now. But thanks for watching, guys. And remember, have fun with your knives.